What's up, everybody? Monkey Demon 109 here, bringing you an Assassin's Creed Revelations gameplay. And actually, that's a little bit misleading. I'm actually bringing you two games today. I'll just ruin it because this first one, everyone rage quits, so it's really short and it's not really all that fun. But both of these games are Assassinate, which I feel is pretty unique. It's at least different from, it's at least like vastly different from how I personally play Deathmatch or Wanted, which I have an overabundance of, so trying to bring something different. So anyway, so this first game is on Knight's Hospital, and we're using the Courtesan's cousin, the Corsair. Abilities we're using are Mute and Smoke Bomb. Perks we're using are Kill Buffer and Resilience. Streaks we're using are Kill 7 and Boost Cooldowns. And the game 2, we're still playing Assassinate on Rome using the Centennial. Abilities are Mute and Smoke Bomb, perks Kill Buffer and Resilience, streaks Kill 7, boost cooldown. So it's really the exact same. And there's a reason for this. So one of the reasons is that I'm very unoriginal. And like here, okay. Never mind, I won't talk about it. I'll talk about that later. Sorry for my little lapse. But one reason is that I'm really unoriginal. Second reason is that I feel like this is a really good setup for a game like Assassinate. So basically what you're trying to do here is, if you ever get a pursuer, Mute and Smoke Bomb are going to make it so that they can't kill you, and then you stun them. So you get 200 points for the stun, and then that's when you use the environment around you to get your variety bonuses. So what I mean by this is that once you stun somebody, unless if they have resistance, they're down for quite some time. I think it's like 3 or 4 seconds maybe. I know that you can focus them if they don't have resistance, so it's at least 3 seconds. And so that's when you use things like crowds to get your hidden bonuses. That's when you use things like rooftops to get your aerials and your acrobatics. That's when you get your focuses. That's really just what you do. So in this situation right now, I don't know where my pursuer is. All I know is that he was right next to me, close enough to mute me, and so I want to get out of there because I don't know who it is. I don't know who I'm looking for, and so that's why I run. And luckily they chase me, so this actually gives me a hidden bonus, gives me more points while giving him none. So I see him, so I lock onto him to try to bait him. So lock on, lock off. This baits them, and it gives them, you know, kind of where you are. So he found me, and this is very smart on his part. So I try to mute him. I don't know how he threw a smoke bomb after I muted him. I don't know, maybe he's out of range or something, but he was glowing, so it didn't really look like it. But anyway, that was a very smart play on his part. Throw the smoke bomb, wait for me to like kind of go up to him, and then kill me from there. Unfortunately, he still only got 100 points for it, so it's not really all that beneficial. So I don't know. I mean, that still goes to your variety, but at the same time, that's only a 100-point kill. And yeah, what was the other reason? Let's see. There's unoriginal. Oh no, I already said both reasons why I use this ability set. So Kill 7, most of the time you're not going to get silent kills. The only things that are going to go to your silent streak are stuns, which are really only half of what you're getting, or less than half maybe. So you really want to focus on stunning and then getting any sort of kill, really. And I accidentally used this chase breaker, but that's alright because the Centennial's right there, not expecting me, so I can get an easy aerial kill. And yeah, look, I'm pretty close to a 7 kill streak. Let's see. So Vizier comes up, he locks onto me. Now this is important because I know that he has Mute and Smoke Bomb because he threw both of them at me. He probably knows that I have Mute and Smoke Bomb too, and he's trying to taunt me to make it so that I'm irrational and I just get filled with rage and I want to go up and punch him in the face. But that's not going to happen, sir. And so I decided to come up over here. We're both being very cautious. I get the mute off and stun him. So now I'm going to jump in the hay bale to try to get a hidden bonus and a focus bonus. But these guys like ruin it for me. He mutes me, which is another very smart play, but I'm still able to get out of the hay bale. Okay, so why would he mute me? the reason why he would mute me is because you can't kill when you're muted. So his whole reasoning was, I'm going to mute her and then I'm going to run so that she has to either chase after me or something. But I'm using resilience, which drops all of these abilities used against me. I don't know how much, but a pretty significant amount, because I was still able to get them. So everyone else leaves. Kind of disappointing, but you know, whatever. So that's the end of game 1. So we're going to start game 2, which again is in Rome with the Centennial. Same setup as everything else, and you're going to see a lot of techniques that I try to use. So like in this first one, I figure out that the courtesan is one of the players, and I'm trying to bait her. So I'm moving away from her. I'm moving in the same path that she's going, and I'm not sure if she is AFK or not. It's hard for me to tell, but I'm trying to bait her, so I keep on locking onto her, hoping that she'll target me so I can make her the pursuer and then get the stun and something else. But she doesn't, so eventually I just go up and kill her for just a really simple kill. And what I should have done was either gone up the rooftops, gotten an aerial or an acrobatic or something, or gone for a focus. I didn't really want to risk it though. I didn't want her to run away, so I decided not to. And here's an important thing. So I figure that one of the players is up here, and we both lock on to each other roughly the same time because we're really close proximity. We know who each other is. So we're locking on, and the lock on takes, I want to say like half a second. I actually don't know how long it takes. I haven't timed it, and it'd be too hard for me to time, so I'm not going to do it. But if you're in a really close proximity to somebody else in Assassinate, and you guys are both probably going to be locking on to one another like roughly the same time, which makes it a guesswork as to who's going to be the pursuer and who is going to be the target. So what that means that if you have something like smoke bomb and you get into that sort of situation, before the lock on is done, throw your smoke bomb, trap them in it, because that lasts at base, I'm pretty sure 3 seconds. So you lock on, you throw the smoke bomb while the lock on's going, and then finish the lock on, and then figure out if you're the target or the pursuer, which means that you can either stun or take the kill. I wouldn't bait them in that situation because you're so close, they know where you are, that you might as well just take the kill if you do happen to be the pursuer. And over here, I was trying to bait all these guys. I was trying to lock onto them, getting them to make me their target, but they all did the smart thing and they ran because they don't know, they might not know who I am, they might not know, you know, where I'm coming from or anything. And so the deacon ran, but then he came back to where his pursuer roughly was, and the knight gets me here. But it's a really good idea to run if you don't know who's targeting you, or if you don't know what their abilities are or something like that. Just get out of there, and if you're lucky, you'll prompt a chase, which will either give them less points, it'll give them like 100-point kill, unless if they got variety. Okay, wait, watch this. So I stood still, waiting for the deacon to come, and then as he came, my radar filled up, so I know that he's a player. I was a little bit concerned if the deacon was a player or if the knight was a player, but by standing still, I no longer have that worry, because if the deacon keeps on walking up to me and the radar keeps on like expanding or whatever, then I know who he is. So come over here, kill the deacon. I muted the renegade because I was concerned that he might target me during this, and but he didn't. So I smoke bombed him, got the focus, because then I was concerned that he was going to stun me. So getting stunned is much worse than getting killed, in my opinion, because if you're stunned and if you're the player knows what they're doing, they're going to stun you for 200, and then again they're going to go into a crowd, they're going to go onto a rooftop, get onto a building, get their acrobatics, aerials, hiddens, focuses, you know, whatever. But I get I get the courtesan, she exposes me, and then she like unlocks or something. So maybe she was a little bit trigger happy and just like locking and unlocking, locking and unlocking by accident. That's the only thing I can assume, because she had me as a target, I believe, and then she unlocked me. So I don't really know. So Is that right? Yeah, she had me as a target, so I was able to stun her, but then she unlocked me, so I can't stun her anymore. So I get the focus on the Deacon here, just because, you know, I want these points, and even though they're not for varieties or whatever, because I've already gotten a focus, it's all right still. Knight's up here, looking the other way. I saw him on the roof, and instead of backtracking, I just made a decision and decided to go around him. Mute the Renegade. It has absolutely no effect. I do think that he was too far away. I think I used it maybe too early, and that's why he didn't die, or he didn't get muted, is what I meant to say. You know, mute is a very tricky thing. I still haven't really figured it out. It's you know, if you do it too late, then the person won't be muted before they come up and stab you in the face. But if you mute them too late, then it's either like your time's gonna run out because it's pretty quick timing, or it's just not gonna work out. So here I kill the Coruscant. Now it's right next to a hidden group, and I thought I was hidden, but I wasn't. So I didn't get a hidden bonus. That was pretty idiotic on my part. I'm trying to figure out where people are. I don't know who is it. The Renegade? Yes, he just jumped into the hay bale. So it is the Renegade that I'm looking for. So get into the group real quick to get that hidden kill. And I got my streak bonus, I believe that just was. Oh, hey, greater variety. Hey. Yep, and I got my streak bonus. So here, stun the Deacon. And I run up here, and I was trying to get him. I didn't notice that X, so I couldn't get the acrobatic. And so I tried to get up onto the roof again, or this little whatever it's called. I was trying to get up onto it again so that I could get the aerial, but then he started moving, so I just dropped down and just killed him regular, because getting a kill is better than getting no kill. So target the Renegade. He doesn't know where I am, I'm assuming, so that's why he's walking all funny. But then oh, hey, look, stun. So here I was really concerned. I did not know what to do, so I decided to lock onto the Knight, kill him, mute the Renegade, and then lock onto him, and then he becomes my pursuer. So I threw a smoke bomb down just in case if he did that. Get the focus hidden, bam, right in your gut. So right now someone's exposed me, or someone has targeted me. I think it's that Deacon right there. Yep, correct. Go for the stun. Oh, hey, I got the naked stun. And somebody else targeted me from that little red line that was behind me. So instead of trying to focus down the Deacon, I decided to just kill him, get the kill, and get out of there, because I did not want to stick around for people to focus on me and kill me. Renegade comes around, wasn't really expecting me, except I don't know why he wouldn't be expecting me, because his radar was probably lit up and stuff once he rounded that corner. But, you know, he might have been looking the other way. It's really hard to tell. And I know that the Deacon's here because he's the only one that is looking funny. So I get my aerial on him and finally get that discreet, whatever. I don't care. And then I think he leaves. Yeah, he leaves. And I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense why you would leave, because if you're in a match where somebody is doing really good, it's not really all that fun to play against them. And so I get the Renegade, and oh God, my hip. The Knight comes up behind me and gets me in the side. And I mean, it makes sense why people would leave, because if you're playing against somebody who is doing a pretty good job, I would say that this is a pretty good job for me. I know that there's some people with like crazy scores in Assassinate. I can't get them. But if you have people that are doing a good job, it's definitely not fun to be playing against them, because they're just over and over. They're just killing you in different ways, stunning you. You can't get your kills off. You can't get your stuns off. And here, watch this. So I lock onto the Renegade. He exposes me. He runs up to try to get the naked stun, and I jump up onto the building, because you cannot stun if they're not on your same elevation. And the Knight, I believe it was the Knight who targeted me, but I'm not exactly sure. And I don't have any abilities, so naked stuns are really hard. And so I'm running. to try to get a hidden bonus. I see his little shadow come over, and so I don't want to attempt to stun him in case if I stun the wrong person because I'm not locked onto him. So I run all the way over here, get into this crowd eventually. Come on. All right, there we go. Get into the crowd. And, oh, hey, it was a courtesan. So her courtesan comes up, lock onto her. I was hoping that she was going to come my way, and then the knight comes down too. So she gets a kill over there. I kill her, throw a smoke bomb so I don't get killed, and I thought that he was going to be my pursuer, so I was trying to stun him instead of locking on. I should have probably locked onto him anyway. But anyway, that's the game. So 10k exactly. And so the main thing that you want to think about when playing Assassinate, bait people, make them become your pursuer, and then once they come up to you, smoke bomb, mute, and stun them. Stunning for 200 points, and then that is the best way to get your focuses, your hiddens, your acrobatics, your aerials, you know, reckless, incognito, silent, discreet. Get all these variety stuff, and that is how you're going to do good in this particular game. But that's all I got for you guys today, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by. See you later.